guys, welcome to my channel 𝚅𝚒𝚍𝚗 Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out what are your person's true intentions towards you. So for the first group, you have this image of a shooting star. For the second group, it's a turtle. And for the third group, a sunflower. So feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options. Pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose the shooting star, let's find out what are your person's true intentions towards you. Spirit, what are group 1's person's intentions towards them? What are group 1's person's intentions towards them? We have observer over here. What are group 1's person's intentions towards them, Spirit? Fork in the road. What are group 1's person's intentions towards them? Not for you. Very interesting. Okay, so it's actually pretty simple. See, the thing is, with fork in the road over here and not for you, and the fact that your person at the moment is more in the observational energy and less in an energy of as such taking any action towards you. So what this tells me is that basically at the moment your person's intention is to test the waters. It could have been some time since you guys lost touch. They might have moved on, you might have moved on, they might have dated other people in the meanwhile, you might have dated other people in the meanwhile. Now the confusion that arises is if they try to make a U-turn towards you, which they are planning to, which is why they're observing you with all of this keenness over here. They seem to be pretty stuck on this observation also. Meanwhile, you coming out in this moon phase, I feel like you aren't really revealing much. You aren't really giving away much, which is why they have no option but to try to find out what's up with you through your social media activity, or in case you guys have any mutual friends, then that's how they're trying to figure out what's up with you, what's going on in your life. The reason behind it is this confusion. So they're neither here nor are they completely there. And the confusion is, should I go back to group 1? But then what is the possibility, or is it a surety actually that if I go back to group 1, they will take me back in? What if they shut the door at my face and they do not invite me back in and they say, nope, I'm done with you? So what am I going to do then? Which is why it seems like for now your person has decided to not as such rush into any action towards you unless and until they're absolutely sure and have absolutely completely come out of this dilemma in which they are at the moment, which is, are they even welcome in your life anymore or not? If post their observation they feel like, you know, you're still single, you don't have anyone in your life, and that your behavior towards them seems to be, well, not very hostile, then sure, they might make a move towards you. If however during this observation period they feel like there is someone in your life and you seem to be happy with that individual, plus they pick up any cold vibes from you, they might not take any action towards you then anytime soon. But the intention, the first intention over here is pretty clear, that at the moment the only intention is to figure out what is going on in your heart, what is going on in your mind, and whether or not you are okay to welcome them back in your life. Okay, let's see what else do we get. Spirit, what are group 1's person's intentions towards them? What are group 1's person's intentions towards them? We have blessings. What are group 1's person's intentions towards them? Wonders. What are group 1's person's intentions towards them? And leadership. So the first message that I heard with blessings and wonders was that the person that you're inquiring about today, group 1, is a bit of a slow thinker. Meaning that they're the kind of person who realizes what they've missed out on when they've missed out on it. They're the kind of person who realizes, oh my gosh, that was such a fantastic opportunity, when they have turned it down. So it's like that. In your case also, I mean, in the case of this connection also, with blessings and wonders over here, I truly feel as if after things got over with you, or after they denied your love or your proposal or whatever it was that was going on between you guys, it was then that they had this aha moment of sorts over here with wonders, that you in fact were a blessing in disguise in their life. And all of these flowers over here somewhere tell me that post you, this person has been doing a lot of hopping from one person to another, getting into casual relationships, flings, one night stands and the sort. But the kind of, I would say, peace and tranquility that they felt with you, the kind of bubbling excitement that they felt with you, they haven't felt with anybody else. And perhaps that is when this realization might have hit them, that they've lost out on you. And this also reminds me of the saying, a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. Unfortunately, probably your person's never heard of this saying. So they went after what they saw in the bush and let go of what was already in their hand, and now there seems to be a heavy sense of regret over here that's going on. So once again, the intention that has come out through this spread with leadership, they kind of want to surprise you also. Somewhere this individual, maybe they've heard this through the grapevine or whatever, but they feel as if somewhere there is still hope, and that possibly you're still waiting for them, that you haven't completely moved on from them. So they want to surprise you by taking action towards you. The intention with leadership over here is very clear, that they will be making the first move. So you don't have to do that. So you don't have to worry about, should I make a move towards them or not? You definitely don't need to. I think you've done enough, Group 1. The ball is now in their court. But the thing is that this intention of making a move towards you is interlinked to what's going on at the moment, which is right now I'm just going to sit, I'm just going to silently observe the setting, I'm going to test the waters. If they seem inviting enough, warm enough, I'm going to jump right in. If I pick up on any cold vibes, hostility, or I feel like I'm not welcome in Group 1's life anymore, then probably I'll either delay this action or won't take this action at all and surprise them at some later time when I feel like the energies, the hostile energies, the cold energies have subsided a little bit. But post this realization, the intention is very clear to come back into your life. And somewhere with leadership over here, it seems to me that this person has improved themselves, has worked upon themselves, and they want a chance to show you that. In fact, with wonders and leadership over here, they want to see the look on your face when through their actions or body language or whatever else, they make you see or make you realize that they've changed, they're not the same person that they used to be. So how would you react to that? How would you respond to it? So they want to see that look on your face also. Okay, let us see what else. Spirit, what are Group 1's person's intentions towards them? What are Group 1's person's intentions towards them? We have play over here. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. What are Group 1's person's intentions towards them? Transformation, things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. What are Group 1's person's intentions towards them? Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So definitely your person has changed, is still changing, working on improving themselves for the betterment of this connection, and they want an opportunity to show you that. Somewhere over here with play, I feel like when they do get back in touch with you, and if you do allow them to enter your life again, they wouldn't, they'll try not to be too strong right in the beginning. So initially they might keep the energy very light or flirty, or just, I don't know, crack lame jokes, or just try to do some random chit chat to catch up with you, ask you how you've been and things like that. In fact, nothing about their demeanor might give off the fact that they're actually very serious and highly focused on getting this connection off the ground once more. Somewhere with get grounded, I also feel like this person's intuition has finally won over their ego, which is why we have this energy of empaths and highly sensitive over here. Perhaps in the past, like we've already seen with the whole bird in hand is worth two in the bush thing, that your person had a hard time living in the present, focusing on what they had. It's raining outside, so you might hear that noise. And they were always running after the things that they didn't have. But they seem to be very centered now. They seem to be themselves doing pretty fine, pretty okay in their life now. And their mind isn't scattered anymore. Their thoughts aren't scattered anymore. It just seems to be singularly focused on one thing, which is getting you back. Now, I did get another message also. And this is for those of you who are currently dating anyone and you guys have just started dating someone. Play over here tells me that at the moment, honestly, they do not have any long-term intentions towards you. You guys have just started dating. At the moment, this individual just wants to keep things on the light side, have fun, go out with you, etc., etc. But they don't have any plans of getting too serious about you or this budding connection anytime soon. So this was just an additional message on the side. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Spirit, what are group one's person's intentions towards them? Five of Pentacles. What are group one's person's intentions towards them? Five of Swords. What are group one's person's intentions towards them? Page of Pentacles. I'd like one more card, please. What are group one's person's intentions towards them? And Chariot. So definitely the intention over here is clear to come back into your life. And that whole thing that I was talking to you guys about earlier, regret, that is also very true, because look at this, we have both the Five of Pentacles as well as the Five of Swords, which tells me that this connection, honestly, group one has put you through a lot. There could have been repeated instances of you feeling left out in the cold by this person. There could have been repeated instances of lots of arguments, lots of mind games, blame games, codependency, this person stabbing you in the back, lying to you, cheating on you, and gosh, what not. This connection has given you more pain than pleasure, to put it simply. And now that this person is working on their healing and connecting to their intuition and all, they're realizing all of this. Maybe back in the day, they were too proud to confess that they had made a mistake and that they had fucked up with you and in this connection. But now, and of course, the energy of Pentacles again takes me back to the fact that now they're more centered, they're more grounded, which is why they want to correct the mistakes that they've made with you. So they might start off in a very light and fun manner, but as the connection revives, you will be able to see that regret in the way that they behave with you. In fact, sometimes you might feel as if they're overextending themselves to you out of guilt, because they genuinely want to repair things with you. Somewhere with the Page of Pentacles, this person feels like they still aren't up to the mark. They still haven't fully figured out how to completely do something now that can wash over all the pain that they've caused you in the past. But it seems like with Page of Pentacles and the Chariot, that their heart is in the right place. And with the Chariot, definitely, this is, I think, the third or the fourth time that we've got the very clear intention that they want to come back into your life. Now, here's the thing. They seem to be very restless about it, because this is a very fast-moving energy. So if things were going their way, they would have messaged you today itself. But the reason why they're holding on to their horses, even though they don't want to, but this brings us back to the whole grounding thing, that wait a minute. The reason behind it is taking us back to our first card, which was Observer. So they will test your responses. They might try a few things here and there, drop a high randomly, or they might start liking your posts again. They might start watching your stories again and things like that. And then if they see that they're getting a positive response, they'll feel like, okay, so the door hasn't completely closed. That is when they will properly try and enter your life again. You or this person might be having Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Cancer in your charts. Alright, group 1. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 2, so for those of you who chose the turtle, let's find out what are your person's true intentions towards you. It's raining outside quite heavily, so you guys might catch that noise, not too sure. Okay, let's see. Spirit, what are group 2's person's intentions towards them? What are group 2's person's intentions? We have chaos and conflict. What are group 2's person's intentions towards them? TikTok. What are group 2's person's intentions towards them? What are group 2's person's intentions towards them? And we have between worlds. At the moment, your person seems to be very confused about what the hell should they be doing in this connection. What is the next thing that they should do? Definitely with between worlds over here, the intention seems to be pretty clear, which is to bring about a transition in this connection. At the moment, definitely things are not good. They haven't been good for quite some time now. In fact, TikTok over here is telling me that a lot of time might have passed since you guys were together. Maybe it's been months, or for some of you it might have been years, and there hasn't been any concrete action from either your side or their side. Honestly, I do feel like maybe you had tried your best and after a point you just got exhausted, so you surrendered, you gave up. Chaos and conflict is also confirming over here. Oh, by the way, you guys might be seeing a lot of repeating 3 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 3s over here. Okay, anyway, so this connection's past was very, very troubled. It was very chaotic. It seems like one of you was very meticulously building something, and then all of that just came crashing down like a tower moment. Something happened in this connection which either one or both of you were not expecting. Now, if you feel like you're the one who's been wrong, then obviously this could have been the person that you're asking about that had suddenly done something that completely got you blindsided, and it was heavy, it was bad. It also seems to me over here with chaos and conflict that the individual that you're asking about had a habit of picking unnecessary arguments with you. So they could have been a bit argumentative, they could have been a bit short-tempered. The fact that there's a zebra and a giraffe present over here also tells me that you both weren't exactly too compatible when you guys were together. There was almost always a conflict of opinion that would be going on between you guys. I'm not really picking up on any codependency, but definitely there was toxicity because you both, or at least one of you, could have been too stubborn to change your ways and to become more flexible, like how you sometimes have to if you want to make things work with a person. I mean, if you just get into a relationship expecting the other person to be a carbon copy of you and just blindly do everything like you do, then that's not how it works. Anyway, with TikTok over here, your person also at the moment seems to have surrendered this connection to time. Somewhere with between worlds, I feel like I'm getting 2 messages actually. So the first message, like I said, is that this person seems to have surrendered this connection, believing that when the time is right, things will somehow magically, automatically work out in the favor of you guys. And the second message that I'm getting is that they are aware of how much pain the past of this connection has inflicted upon you, and they are waiting for you to heal yourself, and they are waiting for you to completely move on from the bad memories of this connection before they make a move towards you, because they are hesitant that if they catch you while you are transitioning, while you are trying to move on, while you're trying to recover from whatever has happened, and at that time if they re-enter your life, it might just trigger your wounds all over again. So somewhere consciously or subconsciously, they are looking out for you because they're aware of what you've been through thanks to them in this connection. So at least on this one thing now, you both of you are agreeing, which is to surrender this connection. Does anybody else hate it when you feel like You're about to sneeze, but then that sneeze doesn't come. It's so irritating. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit, what are group 2's person's intentions towards them? We have illumination. What are group 2's person's intentions towards them? Trust. What are group 2's person's intentions towards them? And solitude. So definitely at the moment they do not have any plans of taking any concrete action towards you as such. But yes, with illumination and trust, it seems like there is something that they want to tell you. Some matter that they want to shed some more light on. And the fact that illumination is right underneath chaos and conflict, it tells me that there could have been some misunderstandings, something that either you assumed or they assumed and nobody gave a proper explanation, or something happened which might have caused a lot of fights, or which might have ultimately led to this connection getting over. With trust, they are also fully aware of the fact that you absolutely do not trust them anymore, and that how you see them, they don't see themselves that way. So maybe you see themselves as a liar, as a cheater, as an asshole, honestly, but that's not how they view them. They are aware of the fact that they've wronged you, but somewhere with illumination and trust, they feel like you don't know the whole story, and they want to tell you what actually happened so that they can regain your trust. And they feel like talking to you would be very important, but then again, between worlds and solitude tells me that they're a bit hesitant to do so right now, because they're not sure whether you've completely moved on from whatever happened, whether you've forgiven them or not. That can also be one reason why, they're waiting to understand or energetically pick up that they've been forgiven. Perhaps once that happens, once they understand that the waters are calm now, they might make a move towards you. Which is why at the moment with solitude over here, they're just focusing on themselves. And like I said, they've in any case surrendered, so they're not overly worried about what's going to happen next. And honestly, I feel like that's the same energy on your side also. I'm picking up on such chill vibes from you right now, group 2. I feel like you also have surrendered this connection. You might just be inquiring today about this topic for the sake of it. So anyway, the bigger intention over here is to reclaim your trust, regain your trust, and to tell you something. Try and get an opportunity to clear some misunderstanding of yours. Try to paint a better picture of themselves in your eyes, but only after some time has passed, or after they're sure that you have moved on from whatever bad had happened and that you've forgiven them. Okay, let's see what else. How is group 2's? What are group 2's person's intentions towards them? What are group 2's person's intentions towards them? Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. What are group 2's person's intentions towards them? What are group 2's person's intentions towards them? Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. What are group 2's person's intentions towards them? You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So definitely your person feels as if you have grossly misunderstood them about something, and they want to clear that confusion of yours. They want to do something that can help you not overthink that one action of theirs or that one sentence of theirs. They feel like you're trying perhaps too hard to read between the lines, even though there's nothing over there. They're definitely missing you. I see that they're missing the physical touch that you guys had as well. I am picking up on a very specific message that for some of you, the reason behind the whole chaos and conflict and misunderstanding could have been a connection that they share with someone from their past, such as an ex or a past crush or a past lover of theirs. So maybe that was the whole point of contention. Now, with the fact that this sentence begins with releasing, it tells me that your person genuinely has released whoever that individual was. They do not have feelings for that crush or ex-lover or whoever, ex-partner anymore. They don't. And that is something that they want to make clear to you, but they haven't been able to do so. I'm picking up on a lot of inhibition from your person's side, and somewhere I feel like they are justifying their inhibition under the garb of having surrendered this connection. To a certain extent, of course, it might be true that they legit have surrendered this connection, but somewhere in my gut, I feel like they're too hesitant to make any move towards you, and they're just going on saying, you know, whatever has to happen will happen, and I've just surrendered it for the time being. Also, with soul family over here, there is a strong possibility that whenever they do reach out to you, after some time has passed and after they're convinced of the fact that you're over them or over whatever has happened and that you've forgiven them and that you're, happy in your life now. So that is the point when they will try to re-enter, so that they're not faced with that hostile energy that they fear you might be harboring at the moment. And in order to do so, they might take help from someone. So this can be a mutual friend, or this can be someone that you're close to and they are friends with also, something along those lines. But for a lot of you, the bigger message is they might not approach you by themselves. So this can be anything. Maybe they're back in town, they throw a party, they invite everyone in, and they ask someone to bring you as their +1, or they ask a friend to throw a party and invite you but not tell you that they'll be present over there as well, something like that. So it might not be a one-man mission. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So what are Crypto's person's intentions towards them? What are Crypto's person's intentions towards them? We have the 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups. What are Crypto's person's intentions towards them? Knight of Pentacles. What are Crypto's person's intentions towards them? And we have the 7 of Swords that I would obviously like to clarify. So could you please clarify the 7 of Swords? 8 of Swords. So definitely they want to reveal the truth behind whatever they think your misconception is that you're harboring, because 8 of Swords is all about illusions, something that doesn't actually exist. They've been hiding the truth from you, and they will be revealing it to you, but in time. It's going to be slow. It's going to be slower than you've expected. And at the moment, the way that they behave with you and the way that you behave with them, any onlooker will feel like you have moved on from them and they've moved on from you. But 6 of Cups over here tells me that this is actually a very strong connection, that this is a soulmate connection. You both are pretty nostalgic about each other, no matter what has happened in the past. And definitely with 6 of Cups being present over here, the intention to unite with you remains. They're not too rushed about it, as we've already seen with TikTok. In fact, they might be coming up with different ideas about what can they do or say to, quash all of your misconceptions about them. But like I said, with 8 of Cups over here, they're not overly focused on it at the moment, which brings us back to the whole energy of having surrendered. And that is something that you've done too. You've also done pretty much the same thing, except for the whole clearing the confusion bit. You've also done this. You're also focusing on your future. You're also focusing on yourself, even though somewhere in your heart of hearts, the memories of this person remain. So you haven't completely moved on from them. They haven't completely moved on from you. The intention remains to get back together with you. But for now, they're choosing not to focus on it too heavily, because they feel like this isn't the right time for it. When they start picking up energetically that they've been forgiven, or that the energies have subsided, or you seem to be pretty happy, so it's safe now to return, it is safe to talk to you now, they will not be met with any hostility, that is when they will approach you. Okay, you or this person might be having Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your charts. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 3, so for those of you who chose the sunflower, let's find out what are your person's true intentions towards you. Spirit, what are group 3's person's intentions towards you? We have time for a nap. What are group 3's person's intentions towards them? Never ending story. What are group 3's person's intentions towards them? And regeneration. All right, this is very interesting. So here's the thing, you and your person seem to be stuck in some sort of cycle in this connection, which obviously isn't healthy, isn't good. Now it can be anything. Perhaps each time you guys try to reconcile, you end up fighting, or maybe it's always one person that's initiating and the other person always tends to take a back seat, or perhaps one or both of you always act hot and cold with each other. Basically, some sort of repetitive and not very good pattern has been going on in this connection, which your person is sick of, and I'm sure you're sick of it too. So basically, right now, your person, the reason why they're not taking any action towards you, which I can see they're not with this time for a nap over here, is because they first want to break this pattern, and they're hoping that by withdrawing themselves for a little bit, by not taking action towards you, or by not taking the kind of action that they always do take with you, they can hopefully break this pattern. Why? Because the intention over here seems pretty clear with regeneration, that they want a new beginning with you. They want the phoenix to rise from the ashes. They haven't completely moved on from you. They don't want to move on from you. In fact, I feel like both of you have your hearts in the right place. Somewhere I am picking up on this yearning energy from both sides. But for some reason, it's like you guys, each time you come close together, there's so much friction that it ultimately draws you both apart, even though that's not what you want and that's not what they want either. So the only reason why they're holding their horses at the moment is so that hopefully this pattern can either die out on its own, or they can break it and then start afresh. You can also think of it this way: whatever strategy you or them or both of you have been using so far to revive this connection hasn't been working, and they don't like it. So perhaps that is another reason why they're taking a time out, so they can come up with a different approach. Something that hopefully will not keep on giving the same results over and over again, and something that will hopefully and finally bring about this regeneration of the connection, the rebirth of this connection that they want. Okay, let's take a look at some more cards now. Spirit, what is group 3's person's intention towards them? What is group 3's person's intention towards them? Forgiveness. What is group 3's person's intention towards them? Power. What is group 3's person's intention towards them? And stand still. One pattern that I'm picking up over here, which might not be true for all of you, is that each time this person has tried to apologize to you, either the manner hasn't been right, or they unfortunately aren't able to find the right words. But whatever it is, each time one person tries to apologize to the other person tends to have, like their anger erupts, as I can see over here with forgiveness and power. And in fact, this might just be that repetitive pattern that's been going on in this connection, that each time one person tries to make repairs, the other person, instead of cooperating, they tend to lash out. And because of that, both the people are not able to meet each other halfway. And this again brings us then to the energy of standstill, and we had time for a nap also. So perhaps your person at the moment feels that it'll be best if they can fully let you relax or calm down, or let your anger take a back seat, give you time to process your emotions, and perhaps then try one more time to ask you for your forgiveness. But this time, like I said, they will most probably go with a different approach. Now, this can be anything. Maybe they take help from someone, or maybe this time they come up with better words. They're able to better explain themselves about whatever happened, why they did what they did, and the like. But one thing is true, because forgiveness has come out over here, this individual is genuinely sorry for whatever it is that they did to you, for the things that they did and for the things that they said. They truly are sorry. It's just that it's very unfortunate that they're not able to convey this guilt to you in a proper manner. In fact, I'm also hearing that it's quite possible for a lot of you that even though this individual is very guilty and wants to ask for your forgiveness, that being a very clear intention over here, sometimes they tend to get so swayed by their ego that they just keep sitting there doing nothing, and yet somehow at the same time magically hoping for a regeneration of this connection. And that might also be a point of contention between you guys, because perhaps each time they do try to come back into your life, you're like, but you need to address what has happened, and maybe they're not up for it, or they're not able to answer your questions, or maybe they just want you to act as if nothing happened, or start afresh without properly cleaning up the dust from the past, and that just does not sit well with you. So that might also be something that causes, like I said, friction between you guys. So different messages, take what resonates. Okay, let's take some more messages now. I am hearing that the kind of circumstances or the kind of family this person has, or the kind of friend circle that this individual has, they have been conditioned to believe that openly expressing your emotions is a sign of weakness. Now, I don't know whether this is a masculine or a feminine that you're asking about. Unfortunately, in our society, it is considered more of a taboo for men to, openly cry and shit. Like men don't cry and all of that bullshit. So it's quite possible that it can be one of those things. But anyway, your person, for some of you at least, your person might be one of those people who feels like if they openly ask you for your forgiveness, or if they openly answer all your questions and work with you to sort out everything that had happened in the past, they would perhaps be giving away too much of their power, or they would somehow lose that commanding position in this connection, which they might not be ready to give up. I am also picking up on one more message. Somewhere it seems like your person's higher self, or your person's soul or spirit guide, or just their inner voice, just their intuition, is getting a bit frustrated, is getting a bit fed up, because of the fact that your person is only following their ego and not really trying to connect to their intuition. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit, what are group 3's person's intentions towards them? What are group 3 person's intentions towards them? Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. What are group 3's person's intentions towards them? Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. What are group 3's person's intentions towards them? Look at this. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So we had regeneration, now we have birthing. Then I was discussing the fact that they're afraid of openly expressing their emotions. And now over here we have share your voice. Keepers of the earth also tells me in this context that your person is not ready to leave you. Your person is not ready to abandon this connection. That is not what they want. As we've already seen right at the beginning, that one of their biggest intentions is to restart this connection with you. They haven't completely given up on it. The only hold up over here seems to be communication. They're either very bad at communication, or they just never have the right things to say to you, or each time they try, they make a blunder. It's either of these things. But now that I have share your voice over here, plus I had power and this whole never-ending story thing, I think for the maximum number of you, it is this scenario wherein your person is internally frustrated because there's so much that they want to say to you, but at the same time, because of their conditioning or because of their overpowering ego, they are unable to take that risk and be vulnerable with you and be open to communicate with you and address all your queries, answer all your questions, and just perhaps own up to everything that they said or did. So despite having all of this genuine guilt, like I said, they're not able to express it. And that might be a very big hold up why this dream of regenerating this connection with you that they have, or this dream of starting afresh with you, has not been able to come to fruition till date. Now, the fact that we have ancient ancestors stand beside you is actually a good sign, because this tells me that there are higher beings, there are light beings, there are higher entities that are assisting your person in finding the right path, one which leads to you. But the problem is that your person is not paying attention to these signs and synchronicities. Your person isn't really in touch with their intuition. With power being the central card over here, it's more of their ego and conditioning and the circles that they run in that are, you can say, they've occupied the spotlight in your person's mind, which isn't a good thing. But at least, hey, we know that even if they're not talking to you, or even if they run away from your questions, does not mean that they are not taking accountability for what it is that they've did, because they are taking full responsibility for their actions. They genuinely are sorry, and they genuinely do want to revive this connection with you. But somewhere I feel like there's no point having all of these dreams and, just holding up on all of this guilt if you're not going to do anything about it. If you're going to completely turn a blind eye towards what your intuition is trying to show you, or what these ancestors are trying to show you, and just keep on following that one set pattern of thinking that has been, that you're seeing other people before you, or the people that you socialize with follow. There might be a lot of toxic masculinity in the circles that your person runs in. There might be a lot of toxic masculinity in your person's household. So a lot of that has gone into them, if this is a masculine that you're asking about. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. I also heard that if it is a feminine that you're asking about, even then, they might have been brought up in a household where there was a lot of toxic masculinity and all of these traits wherein, the man always has to take the lead and whatnot. Maybe that is why, even though this feminine is guilty and this feminine has a lot to say to you, but she's like, no, but then he's the guy, so he should come to me, he should initiate. So like that. Spirit, what are group 3's person's intentions towards them? 4 of Cups. What are group 3's person's intentions towards them? Queen of Wands and the Moon. The spark that they felt for you, they still do. They still feel all of those passionate feelings for you. In fact, with the Moon over here, this tells me that this individual is in fact very, very emotional when it comes to you. They're very sentimental when it comes to you. But the Moon can sometimes also represent things that you don't necessarily let anybody know. It's something that's hidden. So despite having all of these deep, deep feelings for you, I mean, this girl over here, she's literally drowning in that ocean or sea or whatever water body this is. They're not bringing it to the surface. They're not bringing any of those emotions to the surface, which is why it's quite possible with 4 of Cups over here that you might feel like they've moved on for you. You might feel like they're entertaining other possibilities, even though 4 of Cups has made it pretty clear over here that even if they are talking to other people, it is literally just to kill their time. That is it. They're not seriously, emotionally invested in anyone. Now, word of caution, this is a general reading. So for those 1 or 2% of you who know for a fact that no, their legit is a third party. But for the maximum number of you, I can see over here with the 4 of Cups that there are a lot of people who are interested in your person, but your person is not interested in them because their heart lies with you, with the Queen of Wands. And by the way, you guys are killing it right now, showing yourselves up in this Queen of Wands' energy, because this tells me, group 3, that right now you guys are very carefree. You guys are like, you know what, fuck it, I've dealt with enough of this. If they have something to say to me, they can come and say to me. They know, you know, they know my number, they know my socials, they know where they can get in touch with me. I've done plenty. I'm not going to do anything more in this. I'm done. And you guys are singularly focusing on yourselves. I see over here with the Queen of Wands that you guys are in a very vivacious energy. You guys are just busy enjoying your life, focusing on your dreams, your goals, hanging out with your loved ones. You're having a good time in your life right now. And somewhere, whether you're aware of this or not, your person is observing all of this. Especially if you guys are connected on socials, they are absorbing all of it in. The question is, when will they get the courage to finally express these emotions? I am curious. So let's just pull one extra card for this group. Oh shit, in any case, I had to pull one more card for this group. I've pulled 4 for the other. So let the 4th one give us some clue about the timing, perhaps. Spirit, when will group 3's person take action towards them? We have Page of Swords and 7 of Cups. So they are thinking about it, okay? They are thinking about taking action towards you. Somewhere, Page of Swords tells me that it might be very sudden. It might come at a time when you're either very busy in your work that you had completely forgotten about this particular reading, or it just might catch you by surprise in general. 7 of Cups tells me that it's quite possible that this communication can find you within the next 7 weeks. Because this is in combination with Swords, I don't think this is going to be 7 months. I think this is going to be within the next 7 weeks. And this is a timeless reading. So from whenever you come across this video, you can calculate. You or your person might be having Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your charts. Alright, group 3, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.